What's going on, people? Skill37 here for the PSN, and today I'm bringing you guys my review of Uncharted 2 for the PlayStation 3. So, we're not going to have any gameplay footage this time because I already have 2 videos out with Uncharted 2 gameplay. So, it's just going to be me, you guys, the camera, the music as usual, and yeah, we're going to do this IGN style. So, graphics. Let's talk about graphics. Graphically, this game is ridiculous. Honestly. As I can really say. Like, the graphics are so good, it's almost stupid. Like, the graphics are so good that I can't believe there are some parts of the game where I can't believe they took time to make sure those parts are polished. Simple water effects from your clothes getting wet, from snow building on your clothing, from your hair and your necklaces flipping over the place. Even when the wind blows on Drake, his clothes go in that direction. It's from like dirt and everything looks so sick in this game. Especially the facial animations. If you have Nathan Drake stare at your screen and just watch him, he'll be like this. He moves his eyebrows like that. The blinking is actually lifelike. His eyes, everything looks detailed. You can even see the eyelashes. Everything's so awesome about the graphics of Uncharted 2. I can go as far as saying these graphics are better than Killzone 2. Now, some people might be like, whoa, wait a minute. Man. Uncharted 2 graphics to me are better than Killzone 2. And, it's all a matter of opinion, but, yo, man, Uncharted 2's graphics, I'll fucking stand it. Now, if you're running 1080p and you got a nice-ass TV, you're in for a treat. Graphically, I gotta say, Uncharted 2 pushes the PS3 very far. It pushes it very far. And what's awesome is Naughty Dog has stated that, they say that in their future games, they never said Uncharted 3, they said their future games, they hope to do better than Uncharted 2. And they think they can. Let's talk about sound. The ambiance in the game is great. Depending on what's going on in the game, you'll have different type of like action music, calm music, sad music. The only thing I don't like about the sound is the gun sounds suck. They're very weak. The M40 AK, the sniper rifle, shotgun, they don't sound that powerful. Now, you can also be like, you can argue the fact that because Uncharted 2 is that kind of game, it's like a modern day Indiana Jones basically, and the game is rated teen, and the game is slightly cartoony. So the gun sounds might not be as hard hitting as Wolfenstein's or Killzone's, but I felt they should have just went all the way and gave it more mature gun sounds. The voice acting is so fucking professional. Whew! Like it's like you feel like you're watching a real a movie, like a multi-million-dollar movie. Like the voice acting is that great. Drake sounds great. Sully, fucking Elena, out fucking standing. Sounds awesome. But the other thing I don't like about the sound is the sounds of the gun. To me, they feel weak. The gameplay, the gunplay is outstanding. They added a new stealth aspect to the game that you will use when the game makes you use it. You don't just choose to use it when you freely want to. What happens is, if you get into a new area and you haven't been spotted, instead of running, Drake will jog. And until you get spotted, Drake will remain that stealth kind of mode where you can actually sneak up on people, snap their necks. And they add this whole new shit. If you're hiding behind a wall, Solid Snake style, and they get close to the wall, he'll drag them in real quick, kill them, and grab their gun and be all like stealthy about it. It's real sick. The controls are extremely responsive, and they added like control variants from other games that made them very smooth. Like triangle is not used to switch guns; it's D-pad left and right. But let's say you zoomed in with L1, you aiming down sights, you press triangle. Like Call of Duty, he'll switch. He'll do the insta switch. And remember Uncharted 1, where you had to press, I believe it was down or up to switch to grenades. Not anymore. Now it's just tap L2 and he'll throw a grenade. And there's 3 ways to throw grenades in this game. It's pretty sweet. If you tap L2, he'll auto-lock at a close enemy and throw a grenade at their foot. Or if you hold L2, he'll cock it and you'll be able to determine how far you want to throw the grenade. Or if you're holding L1, you're aiming down the sights, wherever your crosshair is aimed at and you press L2 at the same time while you're holding L1, he'll throw the grenade right at the crosshair. Very sweet, lots of variety in the controls, extremely responsive. The other thing that sucks about the controls, or rather the gameplay mechanics, is the circle button. When you when you try to connect to a wall and you're in a major gunfight, once in a while Drake will connect to the wrong wall and it will cause you to die. and this happens a little more. It happens more often than it should. Like, he'll sometimes connect to a wall behind them. That gets a little aggravating. It happened to me like 4 or 5 times in the game. It caused me to die. I was like, fuck, what's going on? But other than that, the game's very solid with the controls. Let's talk about the camera angles. The camera angles are great for the most part. You have full control of the camera, but once in a while the camera fights you. And what I mean by that is, once in a blue moon, you're gonna have a very shitty camera angle that you really can't modify. Like, you can't move it too much. Like, if you have like a sky view or like a crazy angle, you might be able to move it left and right ever so much, but not to the point where you feel like you have too much control over it. And when it comes to jumping from platform to platform, depending on what camera angle you have, it might fuck you over. Like, several times I've jumped off cliffs by accident because of the fucking camera angle. Made me feel like I was aiming right, but I wasn't. But like, you know, so we got the weak gun sounds. You got the once in a blue moon, the clunky cover system, and again, once in a while you get the shitty camera angle. Now, these are very minor. That will not deter from your overall enjoyment from the game at all. It's just that, in my review, I'm gonna say everything. You know, it's there, so I'm gonna say it. Lasting appeal. This game's about 9-10 hours. I rushed it. To me, I feel like I rushed it. I got about 9 hours into it. Got 50% of the trophies on my first run. Beat the game on normal mode. I gotta beat the game at least 2-3 more times before I get everything. So you will be playing this game over and over again. The story mode is outstanding, and the online is even better. I mean, I'm gonna talk about the online in a sec, but not too much. The single player has lots of things to unlock. There's a money system for the single player mode. Not that you buy anything in game, but outside the game you get to buy a bunch of extra shit, basically. Different character skins. Just like Uncharted 1, it has like the in-game reward system. The trophies are fairly easy to get. It's just basically, the trophies in this game are just beat the game, use weapons a lot, and fight with style. That's basically it. The trophies are very simple to get. And another easy platinum. If you're a platinum kind of guy, go for the platinum in this game. If you thought Uncharted 1's platinum was easy, you'll think this one's even easier. I'm being serious. Let's talk about the online a bit. The online takes the best of other games and puts it in Uncharted. From an auto matchmaking system to a party system, a lobby system, a party up system, a reward system, a perk system. I can go on. I can go on. This game takes the best of so many other games. And what's really impressive is Naughty Dog's first PS3 title was Uncharted, which was mainly a single player experience. That's all it was. Then 18 months it took them to create Uncharted 2. They added an amazing, the most graphically advanced to me PS3 title with an amazing story mode, which is almost like 9-10 hours, dog. And if you're a casual gamer, it might take even longer. The online multiplayer is so fucking polished, you would think Naughty Dog has been doing online gaming for years. They haven't. What they did is they came out and said they got advice from other game companies. They didn't say what other companies they got advice from, but if you go to PlayStation, the official PlayStation website, and go to the forums, go to the multiplayer beta, you got this one guy represents Naughty Dog talking about how they got advice from other professional game companies how to make a very good multiplayer. I'm extremely impressed by the professionalism and the amazing detail and polish that the multiplayer is. Now, I'm going to answer a couple questions that people seem to have about the multiplayer. Are there more skins? Yes, but not that much. If you played the beta, you've seen the majority of what the game has to offer, character-wise, skin-wise. There's a couple of different skin variations for the the available characters, but there's not that many other characters, which is a little disappointing. Are there more guns? Not really. If you played the beta, you saw all the guns. Are there more game types? Yes, there's King of the Hill. They got Turf War game type. They got more co-op modes. And I'm not sure if people know about this yet, but if you go to custom games and you play Team Deathmatch, you get the different game type variants. You got pistoli, snipers, and that other pistol grenades. There's a crushing variant, which is basically Uncharted's version of hardcore. It takes like 3 to 4 bullets to kill somebody instead of the usual whole fucking clip. Let me check something real quick, guys. Oh my god, I got the industry review. If I gotta give this game a fair rating, I was very honest with my review. I talked about the negative and the positive. This game's gonna get a 9.8 from me. No game's ever gonna get a 10 from me. If I ever give a game a 10, that's because the game's literally perfect. Literally perfect. There's absolutely no such thing as a perfect game. Everything has a flaw with it. This game is once in a while has a clunky cover system, shit like that, like I already said. And the online arguably takes too many bullets to kill someone. They might patch, might fix it. And the auto matchmaking is sometimes a little slow. Sometimes it just doesn't work. But 9.8 from me. Awesome game. Highly recommend it. Get Uncharted 2. If you don't have a PS3, I recommend you get a PS3. $2.99 and get Uncharted 2. Join in on the fun. Amazing fucking title. Bitches.